I'm ready for another conversation. How about you? Well, I'm Jacqueline, founder and creator of Discover Love Matches, and I am continuing our series called Matchmaker Confessions, giving you a little more inside scoop on what's really happening in the dating world right now. So, one of the big topics that I've been really wanting to dive into is messaging people. This is huge. So I talk to a ton of singles all the time about what it's like to do online dating. And of course, that's a big reason why they come to me, because online dating sucks for the most part. And some people do find great people. There are diamonds in every organization, that is for sure, but it is a lot of work. So I also have a messaging option within my software, and I actually can see if people reply. So I can tell if somebody's left hanging for a message or not. Obviously, a big organization is not going to care if you get a reply or not, but I care because I know all my people are completely real. So I want to just put some real details out there for you and let you have some more clarity in how it works. When it comes to men messaging women, even on my program, it's probably a 20 to 40% chance the guys will get a response. And that's even with me letting them know that I have reached out to the ladies. I'm telling the ladies to respond. And in our agency, we really don't care if you're interested in the end. We just care that you communicate, because communication is very important in our community. So I look at the fact that 20 to 40% chance a guy is going to get a response is frustrating. It's honestly not fair. And I want to tell you something on the flip side. If a lady messages a gentleman in my agency, there is an 80 to 90% chance she will get a reply. So I know the odds are so much lower online dating, or even just when you meet somebody randomly, you hit on somebody at the bar or walking down the street, the chances of getting more interaction is a lot slimmer from the females than it is to the males. Now, this, I think, is unfair. I think it is frustrating. And as somebody who knows how great everybody is in my agency, I get a little annoyed when people don't care enough to just say, hey, thanks so much for the message. You're not my match, but I want to wish you well, because that releases the other person to move on. So are you ever one of those people that kind of sucks at getting back to people? Are you somebody who puts it off or completely deletes it? Now, the challenge is you are a great person, you're kind, but something is holding you back. I don't feel that you have ill will to the person you're not responding to, because you don't even know them. But there is a fear, a concern, a worry that you are in a situation where you're not going to like them and they're going to become annoying. So, one of the most important things to keep in mind is that you always want to respond if the person put a little bit of effort into the message. I hear so many heartfelt stories of gentlemen telling me, I wrote the best message. I really put time into it, and nothing, no response at all. So we have to think about the other person, how they are feeling, how they might feel a little left out in this situation where all they want, because of course they think you guys are a great match. So to them, it's frustrating. To you, it's just one more thing to do if you don't want to respond. Now, when this situation happens, just be very clean and crisp. Thank you so much, and wish them well. We're not a match, blah, 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 but just keep it tight. You don't even have to explain why you're not a match. That's okay. And then let it go. If they continue to respond and ask you more information, wondering why, you don't need to engage in that. So just a little extra karma, because there's going to be a time you send a message and you're going to wish that person would respond to you, but maybe you don't have the little karma messaging points built up. So as a matchmaker, I just believe in communication. We can't control when your magic person's going to show up, but what we can do is create the best atmosphere for it. Now, for the gentlemen that get sad and disappointed, just know the odds are just difficult and in your favor in the chance of getting a reply. So don't take it as personal when you don't hear back from a lady you're interested in. But hey, ladies, let's change this around. Let's make it easier on the guys because they're the ones always being so vulnerable. They're the ones putting themselves out there. Now, a couple quick tips. If you are sending a message to somebody, take the time to read the profile. Don't just look at the picture. Look at the information that person feels is relevant to share about them. You are going to increase your chances of receiving a response when you take the time to actually pick 2, 3 things out of the profile that you like. Not, oh, it looks like we have a bunch of things in common. It'd be nice to hear from you. That's what I see a lot, which is the lazy way of doing it. Or you copy and paste the same message to every single person. I know it's time consuming. I know it's very vulnerable, but you're looking for the love of your life. So why not take a moment or two and read through the profile and look for things that catch your attention? I love that you enjoy hiking. I've wanted to get better at hiking and spend more time hiking. It'd be fun to get together and meet each other because maybe we could become hiking buddies. You know, when you pick out something and you help somebody to see how you could fit in their world or they could fit in your world, you're going to have a higher level of success in responses. So take the time to actually message something of substance. If you can't even message some substance for that first impression introduction, then why even bother? I think too many people are so prepared for failure in dating that they do these half-ass, sloppy, simple little messages of hi, hey, oh, I like your picture, instead of engaging. You need to stand out. There are so many incredible eligible singles out there, but they're not going to find each other if somebody doesn't shine a little brighter than the last one. So, my challenge to you is to check out wherever you're getting messages and go back and respond to people, even if it's been a while. Just apologize for the delay, let them know you were not able to get to them sooner and you really want to get back in touch, and let them know you're thankful they messaged you, you're a match, you'd love to meet, or sorry, you're not a match, but it was really great to hear from them, and wish them the best. But you know what? Take the time. They deserve it, you deserve it, and it kind of cleans the slate so you can move forward to who's next, and you're also releasing them from staying hopeful that you could be interested. Remember, everybody's vulnerable. They're putting themselves out there. It's not easy. You might have a lot more confidence than they do, and a little warm, kind, positive gesture from you could make all of the difference. So log into whatever member site you're a part of and send some messages to people you're interested in with some positive additional comments. Let them know why they stood out of the crowd. Take the time, it's worth it. And if you haven't replied to people, take the time. It's worth it to reply, regardless of your interest level. Be that and then some person. We'll keep this conversation going. Make sure you comment below, subscribe, like, all that good stuff, because I want to know how it is for you. How often do you get a response? And how often do you respond? Let me know.